So the next concept that we will start learning is string methods, right? So we have a varchar data type in our database, right? So for that type of database, there are some string methods that are given. For example, concatenation, converting it to uppercase, that kind of sometimes is our task. So let us start looking into those kind of methods now. So I have removed the employees table and all other tables that we have worked before. Now we'll start again from fresh. So what I will do is I'll create another employees table. Okay. So I'll run this command. Okay. Once that is done, I will insert few dummy data into this. Right. So I'll execute this one and I will execute this one. Right. These are just dummy data. Right. If you have this schema, you can generate this data from your own. Right. Now, with that being done, what I will do is we'll start with our first method, that is concat method, right? So what I want is I have a column called first name and last name. So what I want to do is I want to display it as a single string with a space in between. Okay. So for that, what I can do, I'll use the concat method, right? So I'll say select, right, something from employees, right? Now what I will add, I will say concat, right? What I have to concat? First name, right? And with that, I'll add a space, right? And I will say last name, right? Then I'll give it a alias as full name, right? Now, that being done, what this will do? This will select the concatenated result of first name space last name as full name from employees table. Right now, what I will do, I will run this, right, and I will just adjust the view, right? So if you see, we get the information as full name, right? So this is very simple example of concat, right? Along with concat, we have another method called concat ws. Ws means with separator. So here, instead of space, what I can do is I can give my own separator, right? So how the syntax will work? I will remove this one. Okay. So first I have to give the separator. Here I can give any separator. It can be comma, it can be hash sign, any separator I can give. Right. So for now I'll just give comma. Right. And the next parameter or the next parameters that I will pass are the, say for example, last name and first name. Right. Now what I should see, the last name and first name separated by a comma, right? So that is what concat ws will do, right? Let me run this one, right? So if you see, separated by comma, right? If I want, I can give any other string character also, right? So let us try with star, right? I will run this one. So you can see star is added in between this string. Okay. And I can pass any number of parameters, right? So what I can do is I can pass, say for example, another string, Mr. Right? Just an example, there could be gender specific title, but just for example purpose, I have added Mr. Okay. So what I will do, one comma is missing, right? What I will do, right? See Mr. Then star, then do, then John. So you can concatenate any number of list of items, list of strings, and this will be separated by this symbol. It could be anything, right? Next, we will check the length method, right? So as the name suggests, it will give us the length of the string, right? So what I can do, let me select first name, right, and length, right? Length of first name as f name length from employees. So what this will do, this will display first name as well as length of first name, how many characters are there in that column, right? And it will give alias as f name length, and it will pick from employees table, right? So if I run this one, let us see. So if you see here, 4 characters, right? 3 characters, right? 7 characters. So that like this I can get the length of the characters or the length of the varchar type, right? Now what I want to do is convert it to uppercase, right? So what this will do, I change it to f name upper, right? So what this will do, this will convert it to uppercase characters, right? So if we run this one, it will convert it to uppercase characters, right? And similarly in the same line, obviously we will have lower, right? So this will convert it to lower character, right? F name lower, and of course this will work with all columns that are of string type, right? So just for the demo purpose, what I will do, I'll say last name, right? And I'll say L name. I'll remove the additional backticks, right? And I'll run this one. And here maybe I can give last name better, right? Right, run this one, right? So if you see, this is converting it into small case, right, or lower case, right? So next is the trim method, right? So if you know what to trim will do, what trim will do is, so the trim method, what this will do is trim the additional space from left and right side of the characters, right? So if I run this one, as such we don't have, I think we don't have any data with additional space, right? But you get the idea, right? What this will do is it will remove if there are additional space. So if I have to demo this one, what I can do is I can use 2 different methods, right? I'll say concat, right? Concat, right? And what I will do, I will add a space, right? And add couple of space, right? And for now, let me remove the trim method, right? We'll see some space, right? So if you see here, we have some space, right? If you see the additional, this blue highlight, right? From here to here and from here to here, there are additional space, right? You can see here that highlight is coming extra, right? After H, there are 2 more places in which I have the blue highlight. That means those are the space characters, right? Now what I will do, I'll trim it, right? Now if I run this one, you can see I don't have any additional highlight, right? It start from S and it will end at H, right? There is no additional space or additional blue characters, blue highlight that is coming, right? So that's what trim method will do, right? Now substring method. So what this will do, it will, from a particular string, it will take some part of that string, which is called as a substring, right? So what I can say, address, right? Let us work with address. What this will do, I will say substring, right? And I will remove all of this, right? This concatenation, I'll say substring, and this is not address. I'll work with email, right? Substring, I will say email, start from first character and give me 4 characters, right? So from email, generate a substring starting from 1 ending at 4 character, right? So if I run this one, if you see, first 1 2 3 4 characters are displayed here, right? Similarly, Bob dot, right? That means 4 character displayed here. Here if you see, Alice, Alice, 4 characters displayed here, right? Now on top of this, can I use other string methods like previously I showed in inside the string I had concat method, right? So here what I can do, I can say upper, right? So this will convert it into upper, right? And here I should change the name, right? Email chars, right? So few email characters, that's what it means, right? So now if you see, this is in small case, right? I will run this one, right? So if you see, it converted into uppercase. That's how you can use multiple string methods also, right? Then next string method is replace, right? So here I will change it to address, and here I'll remove this one as well as this one, right? Here replace. So what this will do is it will pick a particular substring, it will replace that substring with another string, right? So what I want to replace, I want to replace address, or in the address I want to replace something, right? Now what I want to replace, if there is a title called f, I want to convert it into avenue, right? So wherever I find ave, if or f, however you pronounce it, I'll convert it into avenue, right? As address new, or you can give any alias, that's fine, right? Now what I will do is I will run this one. Okay, so if you see the second example, we have oak ave, it converted into oak avenue, right? So this is what replace will do, right? So the next method is locate method, right? Let us see what locate method will do. So what I will do is I will first take position, right? The position column, right? And I have to see if in the current column my position is of a given type. That means what I will do, I will locate. Okay, what I will want to locate, I want to locate HR. Where I want to locate this one, in position. That means for this current row is my position HR. Based on that, what this will do, it will give me a character 0 or 1, right? So let us run this one, right? So position developer, which is not an HR, that means 0. Manager 0, right? We have HR specialist. Here I get 1, right? Do we have ones anywhere else? No. So this is one example, right? Here we have HR. So what it did, it tried to locate HR in position, and for one HR position called as HR specialist, it gave me 1. That's what locate will do, right?